Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the LASTCAR Fantasy Championship Racing Series as we head to the Texas Motor Speedway after a wild and woolly Martinsville Speedway weekend. Of course, with Logano versus Kenseth, as well as Danica Patrick versus David Gilliland, and Jeff Gordon winning the race to transfer into the Final Four of the championship round at Homestead Miami Speedway later this month. Is there anything left to happen for the upcoming race this weekend at Texas? For those of you seeing this, although if this video has been posted online, we did run the simulator again previous to this. Already did do the qualifying race, but after 154 laps, the pace car unexpectedly stopped with Denny Hamlin leading in turn number 2. The race did not restart after waiting for it for a while, so we're going to go ahead and start the race again with the exact same list that we already had. Brett Moffitt was right up front there and won the qualifying race among the top 9 drivers who transferred in. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into this race, see if this happens again, and just kind of get right through it. Joey Gase, your pole sitter. Matt Kenseth in second. Kurt Busch in third. Green flag is up in the air. 5 laps complete. Your leader is Joey Gase. Matt Kenseth out early with gearbox problems. He will not be a factor with Joey Logano. Gase, Biffle, Newman, Kurt Busch, and Kevin Harvick. Actually, in the other simulator, Matt Kenseth actually backed into the outside wall in lap 7. So again, early problems on the exact same circuit for the number 20 car. Joey Gase, your leader after 30 laps. 31 laps completed. Greg Biffle is in second. Ryan Newman in third. Kurt Busch is in fourth. Sam Hornish Jr. in fifth. Almirola, Harvick, McMurray, and now McMurray's back to the 10th position, and the caution is out for the first time today with Jeb Burton a lap down. Looks like Casey Kane in trouble in the car number 5. You never know what's going to happen in these races. We will find out if anything crazy happens here. Number 5 into the wall right in front of the 23. 23 would typically get the lucky dog, but no such thing in this simulator. 23 gets bumped after all his troubles. Kane slides back into traffic, but brings out the caution flag. So we continue under the caution flag. Get ready for the restart on lap 47. There it is. Joey Gase, your leader. Ryan Newman in second. Gearbox problems for Sam Hornish. You're going to take him out as well. 2 cars, 1 lap down. Caution comes out on lap 56. Looks like Ryan Preece and the chaser, Brad Keselowski, are involved this time. Keselowski in the deuce. Right there. Indeed. Oh, look at Jeff Gordon. Spun off the corner. Some of his old bad luck from Texas manifesting again here as he crosses the nose of Dale Earnhardt Jr. He slides down the track. Here comes the field. There's the 2. 98 gets in the back of the 2 there. You see at the back of the picture. And number 98 of Ryan Preece making his 3rd start. Damage to the nose of the number 98 Premium Motorsports Ford. Caution flag is out. Green flag is back out now. Joey Gase, you're still your surprising leader. The LASTCAR.info sponsored Xfinity Series car is Charlotte. Now in the Go Green Racing number 32 today. He leads by 1.9 seconds. There are 31 cars on the lead lap. Keselowski is a lap down. Kyle Busch 3 laps down after tagging the outside wall, but did not draw the caution flag. Bad luck for him. Joey Gase leads. Ryan Newman in second. Cole Witt in third. Clutch problems for Jimmy Johnson are going to take him out, and his disastrous fall continues. And Jeb Burton is out with an accident on lap 90. We're going to find out what happened to the number 23. Looking through the field, trying to find out what happens to BK Racing number 23 machine as we click through the field. There he is. And, oh, there he goes, getting rear-ended by the 46 into the back of the 10. And there was Trevor Bate and teammate Ricky Stenhouse Jr. spun in front of them. The 23 and the 10 could not stop in time, drilled each other in the middle of the field. There's the 17 getting spun by the 1. All of them checking up for something in front of them here. Looks like Casey Kane in trouble again. Indeed, Casey Kane spins his damaged machine in the 32nd spot into the outside wall. Everybody else checks up, and then you had that damage to the 10 and the 98 as well in the back of the field. Where the 10 and the 17 here. Here's the 78, makes a heads-up move. There's the 1 into the 17. There's the 10 into the 21. The 23 with damage to the nose. There's more cars crashing up front. Look at all that damage to Danica Patrick's car. And that is all she wrote there. So, only car out after that accident is Jeb Burton. Caution flag still remains out. Lap 97. Caution comes out on the restart. Don't know what happened. Looks like Clint Boyer in trouble. We're going to find out what happened to the 15 now. Much like the first run through the simulator here, a lot of cautions. Perhaps too many as the pace car circled to a stop. A very bizarre race in that one. I may actually just go ahead and post that anyway and see what happens. Nope. So caution came out for somebody not Clint Boyer, at least under the incident button here. You see what happens at the moment of caution right here on the restart. There's Logano and Patrick to Boyer's inside. There's Keselowski without the hood on the machine, or no, it's Ryan Preece. Looking through the field, oh, there's Carl Edwards. This looks like a very ragged group here, only at 43 miles an hour. Indeed, cars spinning. Carl Edwards, who was very good at the first run of the simulator, he is going to spin out here. At the front of the group, there he is in the 27th spot. Looks like the field was already slowing down at the time that he did. There's Tony Stewart squeezing through. Several cars teleporting through others. Not bring out the caution. Other cars trying to get through. Complete chaos here in turns 1 and 2, but we continue under the caution flag at 100 laps. Let's try to get past 155. How about that, folks? Joey Gase leads. Denny Hamlin in second. Kurt Busch in the 3rd spot. Kurt, the top running chase driver. Kevin Harvick is back in the 14th spot, but he is locked in a battle for his position. Brad Keselowski as well. Engine problems with Tony Stewart. A huge accident is going to pile up several drivers in the middle of the field. Jamie McMurray, Brad Keselowski, Brett Moffitt, Trevor Bayne. There are going to be very few cars left after this wreck. And let's find out what on earth happened. For Moffitt, Bayne, and a couple of these other drivers here. There's smoke coming off of one car up here. That's Dale Earnhardt Jr. in trouble. Dale Jr. in trouble, but no, boy, a big tangle on the back straightaway. Oh, look at this. The second pack didn't slow down either. It all started up here with the spin of Paul Menard from the 6th position. He just came across the nose of Kurt Busch coming down the back straightaway. Again, this has for some reason been the most tricky part on the track. There's a couple cars trying to get in. There's the 55 gets into the 46 that blocks the track. The 10 and the 2 get into it. There's the 78, Martin Truex Jr. The 47 of A.J. Allmendinger. There's Trevor Bayne at the very back of the field. He's still kind of moving. That tells me that maybe something else happened to the back of the field here. Trevor Bayne trying to get through. Oh, I don't like this. Boom! There goes Brett Moffitt, Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon, Denny Hamlin. Several drivers in the lead pack. Oh, and there's Jamie McMurray. There is Kurt Busch. And there is the 43 of Almirola. Meanwhile, here comes Kevin Harvick. There is Jamie McMurray. I think he passed through this twice and got into it a second time. How on earth did he manage that? A huge wreck here on the back straightaway. Joey Logano into Jamie McMurray. Here comes Michael McDowell and David Reagan. They wisely slow down, but we have very, very, very few cars now without any damage. Trevor Bayne spawned to the inside. There's Matt Kenseth, Michael Annett, Martin Truex Jr. The big one has happened at Texas. And the pace car tries to get through the field, collecting the remaining, looks like 7 cars that are left on the track. Kevin Harvick comes through it smelling like a rose. He is in the 4th position with a very good chance to capitalize big time on his chase rivals. Keselowski is out. Kyle Busch is out. Edwards and Logano are laps down to the field, as well as Jeff Gordon, the Martinsville winner. Dale Jr. is now laps down. Casey Mears, meanwhile, has taken the lead on lap 136. Joey Gase in second. Dominant car, surprisingly. Kevin Harvick now takes second from Gase, and he wants that lead bad. 0.6 of a second. Now he loses ground and gains it back. 1.6 seconds, 2.3 seconds. Harvick in the 2nd spot. He is the only chaser on the lead lap. Martin Truex Jr. in the lucky dog spot. Kurt Busch is 1 lap down. Gordon and Logano 1 lap down. Another accident takes out Ryan Preece. And just like that, we have only 7 cars on the lead lap. Kevin Harvick has now taken the lead in the number 4. And we will find out what happened here. We're making it a little bit further in the race. Hope we can finish it off this time. And there is the 98 along with A.J. Allmendinger. Could not slow down in time, got Allmendinger. Allmendinger looks like he was tangled up with Denny Hamlin here off the corner. Hamlin had worked his way back into the 7th position with a very damaged machine, but he could not avoid the number 47 coming off the corner. He slows down a little bit and tags the 47 right there. So more problems for Denny Hamlin. The roof hatch at Talladega, the wreck here at Texas. Green flag is back out. Kevin Harvick, your leader, over Ryan Newman. Now Joey Gase trying to get the 2nd spot back. Casey Mears in the 4th spot. Almirola and Brian Scott. Greg Biffle, Denny Hamlin, Jeff Gordon. Gordon is caught back onto the lead lap. He needs a caution to get back in this thing. David Reagan is out with engine problems. Allmendinger now out with electrical issues on his damaged machine. We are down to 22 cars running in the race. Only 8 on the lead lap, and another 5-car accident is going to take out a lot of the leaders. Almirola, Gase, Kane, Joey Logano are all involved. Only 16 cars remaining in the race. What on earth happened here? Another tangle on the back straightaway. This is much wilder than the first take. Let's find out what happened here. Look at all these damaged cars. It looks much more like Bristol than Texas. There's Almirola. He was involved. There he is in the 32. Let's look here at the 32. He was running in the 4th position, having a career run, and the 3rd spot actually trying to track down Ryan Newman right in front of him. So let's see what transpired here. Joey Gase loses control in the 3rd spot, backs into the outside wall. Field comes by. And here comes the 43. He slams right into him. Don't know why he didn't slow down. Here comes the 16. Greg Biffle makes contact. Here comes Ryan Blaney. There's Paul Menard into him. Field is completely blocked. There is Casey Kane running right into Gase. As we now look from the other angle and see the rest of the field come through. Here's Carl Edwards. And there's the 42 of Kyle Larson. They come through the wreck. Okay. Then there's Kurt Busch and Joey Logano. They make contact and slam into the field. Kurt Busch and Logano. There is Paul Menard holding up Dale Earnhardt Jr. Ark Almirola. Any more cars get involved here? Saw that earlier in the event. 35 still waiting for the 41 despawn off the track. There's number 32 to his outside. He is sitting in a very dangerous spot. He finally starts rolling. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Here comes the pace car. Looks like he is heading right through Kurt Busch. And just like that, the field finally gets under control. And we have 134 laps to go with Kevin Harvick up front. Ryan Newman in 2nd. 3rd spot is Greg Biffle. Brian Scott in the 4th position. Denny Hamlin in the 6th spot behind Scott. Those are only 6 cars on the lead lap. 16 cars left in the race. Even those that are damaged. Kevin Harvick has made contact with the wall, and Ryan Newman is now your leader. Kevin Harvick was one of only 16 cars in the race, and he has made contact with the wall and not drawn out a caution. After all the crazy stuff that has happened, Kevin Harvick finds himself behind the 8 ball, wrecked out of the lead. Texas has been very hungry to chase drivers today as he backs it into the outside wall. Coming off of turn 4. Keeps the car going, but the damage is done on lap 213 of 334. Ryan Newman blasts right by into the lead. Greg Biffle still in contention. Ryan Blaney loses positions. The green flag remains out on lap 229. Kevin Harvick is now the last car running in the 16th position. 2 laps down. He is behind now Jeff Gordon. He is behind Carl Edwards, and he is behind Martin Truex Jr. The only 4 chasers still running. Ryan Blaney now 4 laps down. He makes contact. Newman, meanwhile, gets the lead from Casey Mears. Mears wants it back at lap 252. 16 cars left in the race. Newman gets it back from Mears as the leaders try to negotiate through lap traffic and get around the lap car of Denny Hamlin. Pit stops come out during this battle. The green flag remains out. Only 4 cars on the lead lap. Newman, Biffle, Mears, and Scott, your only 4 contenders left. Newman has built a 5-second lead as we close in on the final 60 laps of this race. Kevin Harvick, the final car running on the lead in the race in the 16th spot. 4 cars going for it. Newman, Biffle, Scott, and Mears. No chasers on the lead lap. Top chaser in the field. It goes to Martin Truex Jr. in 7th. Carl Edwards in the 12th position. Jeff Gordon, the Martinsville winner, in 12th. Then we have Kevin Harvick in the 15th spot. 30 laps to go. Your leader is Ryan Newman. Biffle now takes 2nd. Mears back to 4th. Biffle now gets the lead. Newman gets it back. Now we have 20 laps to go, and Jeff Gordon is in the wall, lap 310. And we have pit stops for the leaders. We're going to get a sprint to the finish, folks. If the game can just hold together for a little bit longer. Jeff Gordon made contact with the outside wall, it appears, and he is out of the event. A formality heading towards Homestead for him. But the rest of the chasers very much interested in how this one's going to shake out. And there is Jeff Gordon wrecking on the front straightaway. He was right in front of the leaders. In fact, Ryan Newman in the lead had made contact, it looks like, with the 24. No, Gordon came down on the 31. I don't know why. He spun out and backed into the wall, and there, ooh, he just winged the 13 a little bit. Looks like he did keep going. And the 42, actually, good recovery by Kyle Larson. So we have a green flag. Greg Biffle gets the lead from Casey Mears. Newman back to third. 0.6 of a second as we close in the final 10 laps. Newman blows an engine at the very end. Biffle is your leader. Mears in second. 4 laps to go for Greg Biffle. Casey Mears in second, but he will not catch him in time. Greg Biffle wins a wild Texas 500 and the Texas Motor Speedway. Greg Biffle, your winner. Casey Mears in second. Third goes to Brian Scott. Fourth to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Denny Hamlin recovers from several accidents to get fifth. Michael McDowell sixth. Cole Witt, Martin Truex Jr. is going to be your top chase driver. The second chase driver is going to be Carl Edwards. A big points day for several drivers in the field. Danica Patrick gets the 9th position. A very wild, unpredictable, and crazy race still has Kevin Harvick in the 11th spot. He still salvages points. Jeff Gordon in 16th. Kurt Busch in the 19th spot. Several other drivers are out of the race. Look how few people actually finished this thing. 14 cars finished the race. Only 4 on the lead lap. I take a correction, only 3 on the lead lap. Ricky Stenhouse fell back. Of course, the engine problem with Ryan Newman changed the complexion. After all that, 500 miles, 8 cautions, 19 lead changes, a margin of victory of just over 1/10 of a second for Greg Biffle, who finally gets his first win of the season after a disastrous year for Roush Fenway. And actually a disastrous race for the rest of the field. Greg Biffle had problems in the first run through the simulator. He does not this time. And there he is coming to the checkered flag with Casey Mears in tow. Mears wanted to win his second race. Could not quite do it, but came very close to doing so. And there is the margin of victory from the roof cam on the number 13 with Greg Biffle right in front of him. And as you can see, he was actually closing on him here. Oh, he was right. Oh, wow. My goodness. He was right with him. Just could not quite get it done in the final laps of the race. As we look at the field and see the 16 and the 13 wage war around the track as they close in on the lap machine of Ryan Blaney. Coming around the track, there is Mears going to the inside. Mears getting a great run off turn 4. Looks like he was setting up for Greg Biffle. Mears coming off the corner. Moves up high, loses ground. Biffle walks away a little bit, but Mears hangs right with him. Mears in the high lane, Greg Biffle in the middle lane. They line up on the back straightaway. Biffle moves up a little bit, fakes Mears, blocks his line, takes it away from him. Comes up to the final couple of laps. Here comes Mears to the inside now, trying to get around Biffle. Biffle still blocks that, moves high. Biffle driving very defensively in his Roush Fenway machine. He does not want to lose this to Casey Mears this week. There is Biffle and Mears, 2 very hungry drivers trying to get a very hard-fought win after a crazy 500 miles here at Texas. The crowd is on its feet as Mears sizes up Biffle. He goes high once again in turns 3 and 4, looking to get that run. Biffle holds the low lane. Here they come off the corner, closing in on the final lap of the race. Here is Greg Biffle, Casey Mears in the second spot. He is only about a car length and a half behind Greg Biffle. Mears again tries the high lane. Biffle still taking his lane away from him on the inside. Mears loses a little bit of ground. Biffle gets some breathing room on the back straightaway. Biffle pulls out. Mears falls back as they will not catch the 21 in time. Coming through turns 3 and 4, your leader is the number 16 of Greg Biffle. Here comes Mears with one final run at it. He closes and closes and closes, but cannot do it. Greg Biffle, your winner. Casey Mears in a close second. And finally, the chase complexion is set for Phoenix, and we will find out who will be the ones left out in the cold. And there is your winner, Greg Biffle over Casey Mears and Brian Scott in the third spot. So it took a couple takes. I'm going to go ahead and post both of these videos. on there. It's quite the odyssey it turned out to be for Texas, but this time we got it in on the second attempt, so very good for that. So until next time, everybody, enjoy the race weekend, everyone, and we'll find out what happens the final 2 races of the season.